So there I am, looking through the MadeUPaint hashtag. I'm looking through all these beautiful pieces of art. By the way, I look tan today. Beautiful pieces of art. And I come across this one and I'm like, wow. And you have to understand, in my many years of YouTube, I have become many things for the internet. I have become a mattress. I have become a sock monkey. I honestly feel like the person who made this painting just totally knows I'm talking about theirs right now. But ladies and gentlemen, today, we are going to become a Mona Lisa sloth by chaos. I'm like, who? Oh my God. I'm like, this is happening. How can I look at this and not want to be that? How can I not want to be a Mona Lisa sloth? Which, by the way, Chaos says they call it the Mona Lazy, which makes it even better. If you enjoy my weirdness, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and become a part of our strange family. I am going to feel like the most sophisticated sloth. I'll feel like I'm in an art museum of sloths, hanging from my slothy branch like, ah, yes. Beautiful piece indeed. Exquisite slothy piece. What is happening? Mona Lisa sloth, step 1, foundation. Now, normally I would say that I'm going to outline it, but I'm actually not going to outline. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm not gonna outline anything in the sloth's face. First thing that I wanna do is lay down the base colors of a light cream, more of a grayish type tone, and then go from there. I'm also gonna bring this darker gray down throughout my body, and while I'm doing this look, by the way, I wanna kind of make sure that I stay in the position that I wanna be in, since it's going to be viewed from a specific viewpoint. You're never gonna look at the Mona Lisa like this, you're always going to look at it like this. So when I'm painting on my lines, I wanna stay aware that I wanna keep it at an angle. Now that we have our tan color laid down and also our gray color, which I think I'm gonna add a little more brown into later, I'm then going to lay down the main colors around the eyes, which is more of an olive type tone and then more of a Dijon color around that. I then want to continue to lay down more of the base colors, including the nose, and then I'm also going to move my lip from being down here to being my upper lip only, just to give it a little more of the squishy type face. Now that all the base colors are down, we can then go in and add fur. I'm gonna be using a fan brush, and then I'm also gonna be using a detail brush. Detail brush more so in the areas that are small, like around my mouth, and the fan brush in larger areas. That would take me forever to use a detail brush. I'm first gonna start mixing the fur together around the mouth, so I'm gonna be adding black and then also this cream color. Same thing in here, I'm gonna be adding some olive green mixed with this mustardy color mixed with cream. I feel like Zaboomafoo. I'm then gonna switch back over to eyeshadow, and I'm gonna fill in more of the creamy type yellow colors throughout the face and a little bit of brown in here. Because the cream and the yellow colors are so close, if I do it in body paint, they'll pretty much blend into each other. Here's where we're gonna whip out a fan brush. Now I'm gonna go in with the same cream color that we laid down on our face now that we have the shadows underneath it, and we're going to highlight and bring all of that fur back through all of this. We're now going to start to go into more of the gray portion. I know I need to add a lighter gray throughout here and a darker gray underneath where the shadows can be cast from my face onto my neck. And I'm also going to mix a very little bit of brown and olive tone in the gray to kind of tie it together more. Also, not even worried about the eyeballs right now. I'm then going to prime my eyes and lay down some olive green eyeshadow. Onto the clothes. To try to avoid doing it in the most confusing way possible, I'm first going to lay down all of just one color green. Because part of me is saying, you know what, why don't you do the process of all the different greens all at one time, and then part of me is like, let's not confuse the internet. You are watching a sloth give you a tutorial, but let's not confuse the internet even more. For this side of my shoulder, I'm going to mix up a darker green, mixing in together black and olive green. Maybe a little bit of regular green too. Various shades of green. I'm then gonna mix up a green not quite as dark as this, but more of a mix of a regular green and a black to add underneath there. Then just go in with straight up olive green on my arm. I was gonna say on my wrist. This is not a wrist. We're definitely first going to go in and add all of the highlights to each piece or each section of clothing. I'm not going to worry too much about shading just yet. We're going to shade later. I'm mainly going to be adding a mix of lime greens, kind of browns, and golds. I'm now going to go in with a mix of eyeshadows and body paint to start shading. I mainly want to focus underneath here and underneath where it folds over here. Yes, and separating here and here. And kind of coming around. I also know that I want to darken up his arm a little bit, so I'm going to mix together gold and black. Oh my god, look at my hands. I mean, they usually look like this, but this is like a lot. I'm also going to bring a little bit of gold throughout here and then pop my contacts in. The fur also kind of sticks up over the clothing over here and then a little bit back here, so I'm going to add that in. I present to you the body paint version of Chaos's Mona Lisa. Oh no, it's backwards! No! It's not backwards for me, it's backwards in the camera. If I can't find some sort of classical music to put behind this, like it's all I'm hearing in my head right now. Like I'm sitting here like, I don't even know if that type of music is from the same era, but I just feel like it fits. Chaos, I cannot wait to hear what you think of the Mona Lisa being body painted. Seriously, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, Oh yeah, that's going right on my face. I really hope you like it. If you would like to submit your artwork to possibly be turned into a body paint on my channel, you can use the hashtag MadeUPaint on Instagram and on Twitter. Please make sure the artwork is your own. You cannot submit somebody else's artwork. And now I'm going to go listen to classical music and take photos of myself.